Hello everyone, I'm Tessellating Hexagons, and oh my goodness, the ice rink is melting. Yes, we're back with some more Touch Detective in what I keep calling the strangest chapter in the game, Episode 3, Stranded. And we're still sort of stuck in a rut as to what we're supposed to be doing here. So, Chloe's sort of given up, and the ice rink's melting, and Noel's clearly in trouble here, so... Let's see if Penelope can... I was going to say maybe she can help, but all she can tell us is that Noel's suffering, and we sort of already know that. We'll see if Barnaby can have a change of heart and help us here. We have several tactics at hand here. It's awfully hot in here, but apparently it's not. Well, lower the temperature. He's not going to, is he? He can't do that. Well, how about give us the remote then? No. Okay then, so that's all the things that Mackenzie can think of, and none of them worked. Hand of that's a bit of an exaggeration. We're not. It's a remote. It's all. Yeah, all you did was turn off the air conditioning. Now you're just being overly dramatic, Barnaby. Honestly. Well. This is why we picked up that hot dog in the previous chapter. Well, no, not previous chapter, previous episode, sorry. And we'll just use it as an advert for the fact that you can get food outside, because, you know, he's suffering, he needs food, and that's how we're going to trick him into taking a mouthful of hot sauce, because apparently his tongue is the centre of all of the temperature in the place, because he ate frozen food last time and that got him cold, so he lowered the air conditioning. So we'll make him eat spicy food this time, and that's gonna make him turn the air conditioning up, because, well, the label wasn't kidding when it said it makes you breathe fire. But then again, something you should come to expect at this point in this game. So, let's turn the air conditioning back on, so that's the most immediate problem solved. I need to work out some way of getting Noel over to Antoinette's freezer, and that isn't even a euphemism. But apparently he's still in some sort of coma, so... Well, at least he's not going to melt this time. So he keeps calling out for Chloe. He must be having some sort of nightmare. So perhaps he's cursing her, perhaps he's just calling for her, but either way we should find Chloe and let her know. Because, I mean, it's not like he's calling her or anything. So where's she going to have gone? The shopping plaza, yes, of course. I'm not sure how you're supposed to know to look here, but she's standing out in the open, so... Again, I don't think it matters which option you pick, just as long as she knows that she's wanted. Well, she's not necessarily wanted, but she's needed to progress the plot, if nothing else. So, we'll just head back over there now. And has she gone in? No, it doesn't look like she has. This is something that trips me up every time. I can't remember whether she goes straight into the ice rink or if she hangs out in the park first for some reason, and she does the latter, and I don't know how you're supposed to know that she does that, but that's what she's done. So we'll just grab her by the arm and drag her begrudgingly into the ice rink to try and make peace with the fairy, which is something you hear every day. So she's back. Does she even have a plan though? Probably not. So let's see how this develops. Nothing of consequence. Oh! So, he called her over just to insult her. That's uncalled for, even against the likes of Chloe. Not gonna end well, I'm sure. Well, that's just not necessary. So... And yet, despite all that, he started feeling better when Chloe turned up, which is a bit strange. But... what are you going to do? He's feeling better, Chloe's here, they've made some sort of peace, but at the same time they're hurling insults at one another. Gritty realism at its finest? Doesn't even remember calling her though. Well, whatever. We'll just... I think that's our cue to go and pick up the snow machine, because... And Cromwell's had like a chapter and a bit to build it now, so... We'll find that thing, stick it on the roof, pump snow into the atmosphere, and that's not what we had in mind. It looks like a blue Happy Meal box with a penguin face on it. It looks more like what do you call it, a shaved ice machine. I don't know what the English word for that is. I don't know, slush puppy maker, I don't know. Totally not sponsored by anyone to say that sort of thing, but well, it's better than nothing. But from what I've heard, those things end up like they're good at crushing ice, but at the same time they get bits of plastic in there as well, and it's all sorts of unpleasant. I don't know, I never had one as a child, which makes me slightly sad, but we'll give it to Chloe so they can ultimately make peace, because, you know, it's going to be one of her bright ideas that saves the day, I'm sure, and that's how it worked in Chapter 1. And this one seems to follow the formula of Chapter 1 fairly well. Not Chapter 2 though, Chapter 2 is like the black sheep, it seems. So she's being insulting, and supposedly they're even now, or I don't know. We can't see or hear the fairy, so we're not 100% sure on what's being said. Apparently we're learning something here, but don't know what, though, because we can't hear the fairy. An angel? Okay, come on now. It's stretch enough to believe that there's a fairy there that's asking for all this help, but angels now? Really? Oh, and like I just said, Chloe's had a bright idea. Lovely. Yeah, we should go and, oh, we're stuck here now, aren't we, listening to Chloe and her creative genius? We're thrilled, can't you tell? Now come on. So, get to the point. Right, bring an angel. Of course, that's a thing that we can do. How are we supposed to do that? Well, it is Chloe, I'm sure she'll find a way of, I don't know. What are we expecting at this stage? It's one of Chloe's harebrained schemes. We'll have to find some way of bending her plans to make it close enough, you know, like, you know, the Sandman butterfly thing. We use the butterfly to simulate the Sandman, so we have to find some way of not really creating an angel. So this seems like a logical place to come to, though, because it's, you know, angel, supernatural, fortune-telling, I don't know. But she's not going to tell us anything about what Chloe came to ask for, so we'll have to go and work out stuff on our own. So, oh, I'm not sure how you're supposed to know to come here, but surely by process of elimination you'd come here eventually and just discover that Chloe's loitering around, not really doing anything productive, wandering left and right, and Chloe? A really sort of not very nice analogy of hashtag down. I'm not going to go crazy about it, but it's not really a nice thing to say. Because, I mean, come on, you weren't on the verge of cardiac arrest. Let's just not even joke about it. And it seems that Chloe is afraid of Beatrice. Now, this I will kind of apologise for, because it's elaborated on in the bonus episode that's, you know, the side quest world outside the main story, but we'll cover it in a bonus episode of this LP, which, you know, it'll become clear then, although it was alluded to in the last instalment of the investigation report that Beatrice scolded Chloe for her involvement in John the Weenie Man and the whole scandal with that. So, apparently she pecked Chloe severely. And it does sort of tie in with my theory about the townspeople, and yes, I keep going on about it, I will explain it eventually. So, Chloe, just tell us something useful. Weird way of stuttering again, like in the first chapter, but I found someone onto the roof, it seems. So I have to summon an angel from the roof of a block of flats. Touch detective, everyone. Well, we'll have a chat with Beatrice personally, see if we can get her to help. I mean, she trusts us, she doesn't trust Chloe. Maybe we can... Oh, apparently something's wrong. Well, we've only got one thing on our person that would smell even at all, so we'll just... Now, you could give her the hot dog without the ketchup, but I think she'd reject it because it's not got ketchup on it. And now she's eaten it so messily it's gone all over her apron, and she's doing laundry, and that's like the most action you'll ever get from Beatrice's, I don't know, her flat, her room, I don't know what it is. So we'll head onto the roof because that's what we wanted to do in the first place. And she left the door wide open and yet is surprised to see that we've managed to find a way up here. And she complains that it's a mess. Well, I disagree. I mean, there's plenty of walking space. It doesn't seem that messy. I mean, the bits inside are a bit cluttered, but it seems relatively organised. Anyway, getting back on track. Yes, we'll just offer to sort out the problem that we caused in the first place, and there's probably some kind of moral story in there or something, I don't know. Anyway, we now have free access to the rooftop as we please, and again. And oh yes, this is something for the touch list. It's a beach ball of some kind. I'm not really sure why it's there. Anyway, we head back downstairs. We should get Chloe, let her know that, you know, it's time to do the thing. And, well, we have a venue acquired at the very least. I say venue, we have a rooftop at our disposal. Now come on, Chloe. Why are you even asleep? Is it just because I wanted to recycle that animation from Chapter 1? See, I'm drawing so many parallels with Chapter 1. I don't even know why. Anyway, so apparently we're just missing one more thing, and it's another touch list item, apparently. And apparently the pond is like bathwater according to what she puts in the touch list, and there's some caterpillars back there, and I seem to recall that being a thing for touch list, but apparently it isn't. Oh, whatever. Apparently Noel's condition is improving, and Chloe's apparently got everything all sorted, so... how's that fool doing? Oh dear. So, he seems to be recovering, and this case is very nearly solved, it seems. Just need Penelope for something. No idea what, though. Where's Chloe going with all this? So, supposedly, she's found some way of summoning an angel, which seems to involve Penelope. This can only end badly, and I'm sure I've not said that, very much in the past. Now, I know there's another one of these plants you can get for the touch list, and of course it's the last one that I checked. Yes, the leaves are withered, but would have a very distinct feel, I think. And these boxes, I thought that they were touch list. I don't think they are. They might be the next game, I don't remember. It's been a long time. So here we are, on the roof, and there's no Penelope, but it's because she's been transformed into a box, and she's saying some kind of incantation, but to no avail because she's forgotten it. Classic Chloe. Hopeless at everything except having fabulous highlights in her hair. Just why? Surely if it was something this important that you put that much time and effort into, how would you let yourself forget the spell? Strange individual. Means that we're gonna have to go and get it ourselves. And if we get it wrong, Chloe will sock us. Yay, using articles of clothing as verbs. Oh, America. So, next port of call, obviously, will be the fortune tellers to find out the spell. It can't be that straightforward, though. I mean, we've still got a good 8 minutes of video left. It's not just going to be, there goes the fourth wall. Of course, she's not going to tell us. She's just going to say, nope, we're not going to book an argument over it. Nope, you get the spell once, and you've had your once even though it wasn't you. So, well, I suppose that is a fair enough argument, but their world's magic is different, I suppose. So, we'll have to go and ask around. We'll try John the Weenie Man's little girl. I know it seems a bit... Well, there you go, I was going to say it would seem a bit peculiar, but she seems to know it. Well, she knows some of it anyway. Which is a bit odd. It'll make sense once you understand what the spell really is. But, and she's the only person who knows that opening bit, it seems, so we'll just save him time by going to her straight away. Cromwell claims not to know it, but then when he hears it, he can inform us of its true nature. The spell of the Miracle Angel. And of course, it's just a cartoon. Although apparently because this is set in a Japanese town, it's probably like anime or something. So the next line is lyrical, cynical, something or other. Which is a bit odd, but whatever works. Whatever floats the cucumber. Now apparently there's something of interest in that drawer, but I know it's either this game or the next one there's a minigame involving those drawers, but now it's not the time for that anyway. And there's a giant cake happening here. I wouldn't mind a slice of that. Anyway, we know most of the spell now, just stop messing around and tell us what it is. Because that we know like 3/4 of it, that's close enough surely. Of course we have to tell her that we know that it's not real and... Well, no, we haven't told Chloe yet, but we came straight here. Oh, so we could just go up there and just say some insane early 21st century dance track lyrics and it will still transform and do angel-y things or whatever. So, we're getting a bit of exposition here on why a spell from a cartoon should work in real life. Real life. And I believe she's about to say something very insulting about Chloe, but still, she has a point. Goodness, woman, get to the point. Let's just say we understand because I don't want to hear all that again. There's some fucking Gay-Bora up in here. So, that just have to perform it sincerely. And she believes it, so that's close enough. There it is. Give her a children's cartoon spell, and Chloe's stupid enough and young enough at heart to believe it. I mean, she can see the fairy, so of course she'll believe in something like this. So, of course, she doesn't say it once because it's embarrassing. It's not a test of character or anything. So this is something that we have to remember. Now, I actually don't know what happens if you get the spell wrong, because I don't have the nerve to get it wrong, just trust me. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, I don't want this sort of thing going wrong. And I suppose I could do it on my own time, and I'm not going to do it though. I wouldn't mind trying it, but nah, it's probably not even worth it. So let's just chant the spell and do some stuff. So yes, we know the spell, and yeah, that's it. We know what it is. We can summon angels, so it's ritual time, I suppose. The first one, like, if you get it wrong, then that's completely your fault. And the second one, if you get it wrong, that's kind of the fault of speed reading. But yeah, it's the top option, then the bottom option, then poof, and suddenly... She has Cromwell's moustache for wings! This is something I've been bottling up since the very start of this LP that I only just realised after having played the practice file. I always thought, oh, her wings are a bit small. It's because it's Cromwell's moustache and it's got the flapping and everything. How awesome is that? I wish my moustache could do that. Just take off the two halves, put it on your shoulders and suddenly you can fly. And just sort of ignoring the fact that Penelope's turned into an angel. And that outfit really suits her, but very strange. And then snow. Now, I'm going to be quiet here because this music is absolutely gorgeous. I'm not going to talk over it at all. Just enjoy the music. Goodbye, Noel the Fairy. And cutting back in now because I can't go the whole episode without commentating. It's beautiful music, and we finally got to encounter the fairy in person, although we never actually got to see him, but I imagine that he looks like the Ice World boss from Super Princess Peach. Anyway, so Penelope's still dressed up as an angel, and if I didn't already say, it really suits her. And this combined with this music, and it's so lovely. So, Penelope doesn't seem to realise that she's got a halo and everything, and how bizarre. Apparently he'll come back to visit next winter, which is lovely. Nice to have him back, because it's nice to have some male sass to counteract Chloe's bad attitude. And little conversation here. I think there's something really poignant about no music and the snowy background and these text boxes, and it's kind of like the transition between chapters in Super Paper Mario. There's something really poignant about it. I'm not really sure what that is. But anyway, investigation report time. So we've completed episode 3, Stranded, Miracle of an Innocent Heart. Now, look me in the eye and tell me that wasn't the strangest chapter in the game. I mean, yes, it doesn't have a science machine that goes boop, and it doesn't have a dream thief, but fairies and angels, and so unusual. And Cromwell's moustache, wings, yay. And they turn Tessellating into a pool, but there are bits of ice floating in it, so nobody goes there. Again, that's something for us to look into in the bonus episode, but you have to wait until the end of chapter 4 for us to do that. So, yep, I'm going to cut it here. I've been tessellating hexagons, and I will continue to be tessellating hexagons. This has been another episode of Touch Detective. I'm not going to do the like, comment, subscribe spiel, but I've said that before. If you like the video, a like would be appreciated, but that's up to you. So, yeah, not anything else to say. See you in the next episode, and until then, bye-bye!